grew up not far from here in Bush, a small town. My stepdad was a preacher, and my mom was a drug addict. She was in and out of rehab most of my childhood. She was very emotionally and mentally and physically abusive towards me when my dad wasn't home, when he was gone. When I was about 15 and a half, I started smoking weed, and it just escalated. I didn't really stay in trouble in school. I tried to be the best kid that I could be, and I always knew that I was held at a higher accountability because of my family, because we were religious. I was a believer, and I knew that I was held at a higher accountability, and that there would always be a higher calling on my life. But I still didn't care. I still followed the paths of, a small town girl moving to the big city. When I tried to stay with the cool kids and did what they did. When I was 21, I started using meth, and that was the first hard drug that I ever used besides smoking weed, and I just let it take me over. And it eventually led to me losing my son in August of 2003. I have 2 children. I have an 18-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter who I have not been the mother that God intended me to be for them. I didn't hear about Lynn Haven or the New Orleans mission until 2019, when I came in through Operation Angel, fleeing from a very domestic relationship, very abusive. And I went to the sheriff's office. He gave me Miss Ginger's cell phone number. And I called her, and she asked me if I could get to my local sheriff's department. But God, I was already sitting in my local sheriff's department. The relationship that I have established, the intimate personal relationship that I have established with God since I have been at the mission, has made every change in my life. I'm not scared anymore. I'm off of every medication that I came on, antidepressants, antipsychotics, pain medicine. I have been delivered from all of that. There has been restoration with my daughter. My daughter and I have, she's been my little cheerleader. Even before I ever came here, even when I was in my mess, my daughter was always my cheerleader. With my son, it's a little slower. I pray every night for God to soften his heart, but it's definitely in God's timing. After graduation, I'm going to continue. I'm going to fulfill my commitment, my year commitment here. I'm going to continue to walk with him and stay in my word and just put him first before anything and anyone else. Because if you don't, then you'll fall.